So I harvested some of these vine maples, and gonna show you what I got going on here. Okay, this is a little juniper here, but got it in the shade, and it's got a mister right above it. So this is one I harvested here, you can see, and I just clipped the top as soon as I got it in there. You can see it's already dying off on the top. This one will probably make it, maybe, the one on the top, but everything else on the bottom should be fine. So, you know, I'll have to eventually, when I turn this into a bonsai tree, I'll have to like hide this perfection, you know, with time. But I also have one of these that I harvested. It's doing pretty well. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to use, this is going to be my lead branch, right? So it's going to go up, down and around. Let me go wider. So it will be some kind of like S shape like that. So technically I don't need all this, but this is nice material. I hate to waste it. So since I know what I'm going to do, I'm going to wire this up, get the shape I wanted for this tree, and then I've already removed the branches here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to air layer. So I'll show you guys how to do that. So you're going to need sphagnum moss. You can find that any garden center. Hormone, a knife, a little brush, some plastic wrap, and all your scrap wire that you've been saving. Okay, what I'm going to do with my knife, see where I took off these branches? I'm going to cut off the bark in about an inch section all the way around. All right, so I've wired this. I mean, it doesn't look great, but I don't want to put too much stress on it. So it's already kind of rubbing there a little bit. But like I said, this will be my lead tree, my lead branch. And this, I could just cut off and then boom, I have my tree, but I don't want to waste this. Okay, as you can see, I've got the bark off all the way around. I just made cuts around each side and then shaved it off. Now there's a couple different ways you can do it. I could just put root hormone on it now and seal it, or you can make a little incision into the bark at an angle. So that's actually what I'm going to do. I want to show you guys. So I went in very just slightly, okay? So now there is that, and a lot of the roots are going to come from out of there. So now that I have this, I'm going to actually, forgot one of the ingredients, water. I'm going to spray it down. Okay, and that way the root hormone will stick. So to apply this, you're going to need that paintbrush. So with the root hormone, I usually just dip it in there and kind of take it off a little bit. Okay, and we're just going to, sorry, it's hard to see. Okay, get a little bit more. I'm just going to kind of dab it on. Okay. Really making sure that we get a lot in that little crack. Sorry, it's hard to do camera work and air layering at the same time. Okay, so now that's good. You guys can see, maybe. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take sphagnum moss and wrap all the way around, tie it off with the plastic. Sometimes your sphagnum moss can be kind of like in big clumps. Just break it up a little bit. You don't want it to be like fine like sawdust, but you want to create a nice environment for these roots. Okay. And what we'll do actually is get these wet. It's here, getting wet. And like I said, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clump it around, but I can't do that. Well, let me put the camera down. Okay, kind of break it in half. Go around. All right, so you can see all that sphagnum moss is on the inside. It's wrapped around there, and it's completely sealed on the bottom and the top. I even put an extra layer. So it's double, triple wrapped. And we're just gonna give that about 6 to 8 weeks. And in theory, there should be roots that spring out. So instead of me just cutting here and having one tree, you know, this is my main tree that I think this will go together and it's going to be nice. But instead of wasting this and just throwing it in the scrap pile, I'm planning ahead, and this will end up being another tree. Kind of cool.